Hello, I am going to do a collective read. So, this is going to be a collective read for June the 8th, 2026. Let's see what's happening. Oh, I've got one card that's Page of Cups reversed. Okay. All right. Is this pertaining to you or someone else? Ace of Swords upright. Okay. It's asking you to not be naive in a certain situation or to not be receptive to a particular situation. They want you to be honest and they want you to act and think honestly in terms of particular situation. I'm not sure if this is a habit or it's something emotional. Okay. Justice reversed. Okay. Okay. Justice reversed. Right. Okay. You wronged or someone else. You upright. Someone else reversed. Someone else reversed. Oh my gosh, bro. Knight of Wands reversed. Let me see if I can try and show you the card, but it doesn't show up very good. Um, the scenery is too bright. So I feel like it's telling me that you've wronged somebody. Okay, and this somebody could be almost like a puppy, or they're very genuine and they're very present with you. They could have given you a lot. I get the impression that you have wronged this person. Okay, this is what it's telling me. It could be vice versa. Relax, but the energy is showing me that I'm speaking to the person who wronged someone. Okay, they are being asked, or the creator is trying to show them to um to show up honestly and to not manipulate their way out of a certain situation. Now, I don't know what this is pertaining to currently, but the impression I get is the person who did wrong is taking the approach of manipulating, maybe crying, maybe, trying to, it's like they're trying to wiggle their way out of some sort of accountability instead of showing up and saying, I did this wrong, I apologize, even if things don't work out. There's a lack of accountability that this person is willing to take, and they're being asked to stand upright, to show up well, okay, to show up in a just manner. And the person that they wronged, okay, is somebody who's sincere and showed a lot of sincerity and genuinity between the connection. Now, I think the genuinity was mutual. Okay, it does feel like it was mutual, but it was broken. Okay, that's the impression that I get. All right, what else do you want me to know about this? The Four of Pentacles upright. I think it's asking you to hold back. Okay, if you're the one who was wronged, they're asking you to hold back and to remember what happened practically, not to be emotionally easily swayed by what this person does. Okay, they may say a lot of things to you that sound like the truth. They may even pretend that they're being truthful. Okay, but they're asking you to not discern it from you caring about them. They want you to discern it from you seeing things clearly for what it is. Okay, Ace of Swords upright. They want you to see that there was betrayal. Okay, they want you to see that there was a betrayal. They don't want you to ignore that because the justice is reversed. They don't want you to ignore that. They want you to acknowledge that that anger from having something happen to you is valid. Okay, it's like they're saying the reason you're upset, it's not for no reason. So acknowledge and honor that feeling because it's there for a reason. Okay, and if you ignore it, it just gives more leeway for this other person to ignore the things that they've done. You know, not that it's about they have to be punished. It's more about when you're evolving as a human being, you want to contribute in a decent manner to society, okay? And I feel like this person doesn't, or they didn't with you specifically. If you're the one who showed up genuinely and you were betrayed, it's showing part of the lesson is for you not to show up for them and for them to recognize that people will walk away when you treat them this way, okay? King of Swords upright. It's exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying. I don't know if you can, well, the clouds are too beautiful, okay? The clouds are too beautiful for me to show. So, King of Swords upright is showing me that, yeah, you've got to learn from the situation, trust your discernment Okay, and discernment doesn't necessarily mean just logic. It means you can balance out your emotional intelligence and your mental intelligence and your spiritual intelligence and come to a conclusion, okay, a fair and decent conclusion that you have your own personal ethics involved, okay? And so I think with the King of Swords upright, they're saying to, for you, the person who was wronged, to make a decent and fair choice for yourself and to see it clearly, okay? Not just emotionally, not just logically and too harsh, but to see it in a fair way for you specifically and to not be afraid to lean into those lessons, all right? Four of Wands reversed, okay? There's not going to be a successful thing in this. Four of Wands reversed. It's not going to be successful. It's very unstable. Queen of Cups reversed. So this is a lesson for you to not overgive. Okay, you overgive too much. You get taken advantage of too much for the person who was wronged. All right, you give too much, and people are willing to take because they know that you're genuine, or they know that you care. Okay, I actually don't get the impression that you're super soft. I actually get the impression you try not to be, and people, it's like a feeling of like people see it, and then you feel like they use you for it. The part of you that you was trying to hide. Okay, this is kind of the impression I get. Temperance reversed. Yeah, I think that it just doesn't matter which way I put the card, you're never going to see it because the cards are too pretty. So, Temperance reversed, I feel like you are practicing, you're in a period where you may not feel so emotionally balanced or mentally, but the lesson is that you are getting to that point, and this is part of that process, okay? And that it's natural. Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is something, this is really interesting, but I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, I feel like it's asking you to go back to your roots, to go back to what you know, to, it's like an opportunity for you to learn from the things that you have experienced before. It's like they want you to go back. Okay, go back and look at the things that happened before and kind of link it to this experience. That's kind of what I get with the Ace of, because it's got roots there. And kind of going downward. So I get the impression you're meant to go inward even, or look at your life experiences and discern them. Look at the things that you learned to connect it to this experience that you're going through right now. I think they're asking you to go back. There's opportunity in your experiences that you may have missed. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, what else? What else do you want me to know? Hierophant reversed. Ooh, the Empress reversed. Ooh, can I show these cards? Oh, you can kind of see them. Kind of. Okay, so for the Hierophant reversed, I get it's really important for you to trust your path and for you to know it fully. And I think this experience is going to be one of the kind of notches where you learn what it's like to trust your path. Okay, you're going to know instantly, oh, well, this doesn't feel right, so I know that this isn't good for me. And I know that this isn't the right path for me. So I think they're trying to teach you how to follow what's for you, okay, because everybody does have a path. Well, I personally believe in that, but they're trying to get you connect more with yourself and to align more with your path by showing you what isn't good. And I know that's very cliche, but it's important because you need discernment in order to know what is and what isn't. So I think that's part of your path. The Empress reversed, I think this is about honoring your own creativity, honoring what you know you can do, believing yourself that you can build and create what's good after things have kind of fallen apart, or that, and even trusting and knowing that when you choose what is aligned for you, that you can build and grow something good and different and new again, because there may be a lack of faith in that area. The Hierophant reverse can be lack of faith too, lack of faith in tradition, lack of faith in what's already established. So I think in venturing out into something different or something new, something that's unknown, there's a choice to believe in what can be good. Okay, what else? It may have made you not like marriage or not like relationships or something like this. Okay, what else? Yeah. Magician upright, 10 of Wands reversed to 4 reversed. Okay. Can I show this? Oh yeah, if I bend it, you can kind of see the colors. Okay. But I have to bend it. So I feel like you have the capacity to manifest or to create the life that you want, that's new again. Okay, you may have to go to a really deep place to get there. There's an emphasis on you needing to go back to what you knew or back to something. It's not to a person. It's back to it's like you need to understand something in your past that's going to help you recognize the things that you can build. I feel like your self-esteem and your self-belief is going to stem from there. So you have to go back. Okay, you have to go back and look at some things because she's looking at the roots and the trees. I feel like you need to go back. The full reverse, yeah, I get that. You may lack faith in what can be built, but I also just feel like there's something you need to see. Oh, okay. Um, okay. I get it. With the Hierophant reverse that we had before, I think there's a lot of social expectations you got to let go of as well. These things could be like what you think a marriage is supposed to look like, what you think a partner is supposed to look like, what type of spouse you're supposed to be, you know, what type of job you're supposed to be. I think there's a lot of social expectations that you're supposed to let go of. And I think because the Ten of Wands is reversed, these things you're meant to let go of to help you to create better. Okay, you've got to go right back. It's like you've got to form a new identity all over again because the identity you built from, um, it doesn't serve your life. And I think this relationship or this person who wronged you was a turning point for you to help you recognize the identity you built and how it doesn't serve you. It's emotionally and spiritually. And I think the creator is trying to veer you into a different path so you can see that all of the things that you chose because you felt safe in that identity were not the best things for you. I think that's what the lesson is here. Okay. Uh, 3 more minutes. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Creator. Six of Swords upright. Hermit upright. Yeah. If you're dealing with somebody, clarify that. If that's a person, Three of Swords or Three of Wands reversed. Okay. So if you are dealing with somebody, I don't feel like this person is very reflective. I feel like they like getting over on people sometimes. I think they feel good about it, but I also think they want to move away so that they don't have to face certain things. This is not somebody like the person who wronged you, if you're the one who was wronged. They're not somebody who's going to sit and reflect. They're going to go and distract themselves, and that's a part of their path. Okay, this is part of their path. I feel like they moved away and they needed to because you're meant to connect more. Okay, you're meant to connect more with the Hermit upright. You're supposed to be more connected. Okay, you don't need to worry about what that person is doing. Six of Cups upright. I think you're going to find a lot more support that's healthier for you. Okay, Nine of Wands, and you may not know how to accept the support fully, but I think they're wanting you to trust. Okay, it's like you have to start all over again. I get this feeling, and it's not just physically. I feel like it's in terms of your identity. Your whole identity is going to shift. Okay, it's going to shift because it's supposed to, and it may be painful. Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you, you're supposed to rebuild. It's rebuild time. Okay, trust that. It's rebuild time. I think you don't realize how much you're going to look back when you're older, when you're way older and lots of things have passed and you've put in the work and you really, you challenged yourself to move forward and you grieved and you let things go and you worked on it. You're going to look back when you're older and you're going to be so grateful that you did that. This is what I'm getting with this. You're going to look back and you're like, I'm so glad that I did the work. Okay, because you're going to have a lot more success and abundance than you recognize. I also think it's going to be really helpful for your family. If you have a family, I think it's going to impact them. I think they're going to be influenced by this change. Okay. Yeah. So just, yeah. What is that about? Five of Wands reversed. Okay. On your path, you may also meet people who may distract you, or they will test your. Okay, so the creator's going to teach you how to align with yourself more. Okay, and you're going to be tested in that with the Five of Wands coming upright. This because it was a High Priestess reverse, Page of Pentacles reverse. They're going to teach you to not idealize, to see things as they are, and they're trying to refine you. Why? Ten of Swords upright. Oh my gosh, bro. The strength upright. You're going to be able to help people in the community to have the sort of strength that you've had after the lessons that you've gone through. They're trying to refine you. It's a very intense process. Anyway, that's all I got. I gotta leave it there. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.